Hello everybody, welcome back to Doggo Card Reviews. We are finally here at part 4, but not the least, of the Quintessential Quintuplets Double Integral Set Review.
Man, I didn't think I don't think I don't think I would utter. I didn't think I would utter this on the airways. Can we go back to Red, please?
Holy shit.
And man, Red was that good.
Red was so good that we were like up until low-key no o'clock to get it done.
Yeah, it took 4 hours. 4 hours later.
Well, I mean, okay, our raw recording time is 4 hours. I don't know how much of it is gonna be cut. As of the time of this recording.
Probably around 15 to 20 minutes of it. So
For sure.
3.5.
We'll see what's up.
Alrighty, well, oh man,
Right,
I don't want to say goodbye, man.
Well, Gavin, you know what they say, right? All good things must come to an end.
Yeah, until set fucking 3 comes.
Wow. So we'll see you maybe in September 2022.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alrighty, well, let's get started. Let's finish up set 2, shall we?
Of course, we start off with none other than dedicated feelings Miku Nakano. Level 32 cost 9,000 power, smooth brain, early play. If all of your characters are quintuplet, are you playing the game plus 2,000, and it's a healer.
I don't even feel like talking about the card itself. I just feel like talking about the hotel scene that this took place in.
Okay, so this is towards the end of season 2. So this is after like Miku goes through a bit of depression as a result of.
Really? I could have sworn this is the hotel scene. I could have sworn, but
I thought this is the hotel. I got when you say hotel scene. Like this looks more like it should be
the end of the season hotel scene.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Well, again,
I mean, it would make sense based on a card game.
True.
Because I at the other hotel scene you're thinking of, I'm kind of like,
She was again. She and Nino were just like, yo, dog, green tea, no sugar, no.
Okay, but remember, at that time they were both in their more casual outfits.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And the lighting doesn't look like that in Nino's private hotel room.
Oh yeah, that's true. Again, man, it's been a while since I've watched this.
I feel like you and Gavin, I feel like you and I would analyze this kind of media, like, you know, whether it be anime or live action alike. I feel both of us would kind of analyze them and remember different aspects of them.
Fair enough.
Like, I don't know how much you care about games like cinematography, as an example.
I care to a certain degree, actually. I used to... In fact, I did film amateur movie projects when I was a teenager.
Oh, okay.
I had a goddamn camcorder, for God's sake, dude.
Okay, fair enough.
But at the same time, though, look... quickly about the card itself. People. If you are part of our target demographic, you've played this. We don't need to talk about this. Come on, man.
You played this and you also didn't.
Okay. You've either got your ass handed to you by this, or you've played it. Or
both. What I was trying to say more of is, it reads very familiar to what Gavin is trying to portray here. But it also is not quite that card.
Okay. Okay, sure, it doesn't heal to stock. Oh no. Come on, people. It's not that big of a difference. Literally. Oh no, I'm facing Grisaya.
Yeah, that'd be like we're like the only main time it will apply when it comes to the big leagues.
Like, if you're worried about other anti-heals, where do you play? And can I come?
Imagine playing Weiss Schwarz in 2021 and still worrying about contract collection.
Again, Teitoku scum, FR. Okay, come on, man. I'd rather talk about lore. I'd rather talk about lore with this show than most of the cards, because again, this is a double rare. Come on, Bushy. Oh,
Yeah, when I first
man.
read it, was like, it was a little confusing because I'm like, wait, is it missing a clause?
Again, this just feels incredibly underwhelming. Now, in terms of Miku waifu needing this, yeah, I guess she kind of needed it because she didn't have anything else.
Yeah, if anyone had like terrible level 2, it was probably Miku.
She does have the Diglett early play from set 1.
It's alright.
It's alright, but again, this doesn't help matters all that much either.
Right, Miku's already known for kind of being like a little more of this like mid-rangey tempo style of deck that wanting to play a slow game anyway, so she has a good amount of defensive cards as it stands.
Like, it's one of those things that makes me go, look, Miku is probably the weakest of the five when it comes to the waifu decks. Like, if you open up majority of competitive lists, you will see there's hardly any Miku cards whatsoever. And
And
there's a
actually, okay, it probably comes in twofold, I would argue. One is because of how package heavy Miku cards are. A lot of them say you can interact with a card called headphones. That's already a problem in of itself. And number two is just the fact that, well, Miku's honestly more xenophobic than the rest of them.
like it fits the character. I'll say that much.
Right, like, we'll give credit where credit's due. Bushiroga was flavorful when it came to how Miku interacts. At least in set one.
But she opened up during set 2, like season 2. Excuse me. She opened up.
Right. Now, while we will see more universally usable Miku cards, like like technically this is technically one of them,
This
but much to our chagrin. But while we do see things like that, the problem is we are still seeing this push of, hey, keep playing headphones,
no
as we'll see
now
later.
now of course this card doesn't force us to play headphones necessarily.
Yeah, and it doesn't force us to go all Miku.
Which again, I would have accepted if this was, Smooth Brain requiring all Mikus and have it being, a slightly better version of Aqua. I'll just flat out say this is a worse version of Aqua, man.
Overall, yes.
Like it's again, when I first looked at this card, I thought to myself, "Oh no, this card's gonna be spammed literally everywhere."
And then when you reread it, okay, maybe not.
And then looks at lists online. There's literally 0 of this card. I'm like,
And there's a risk for that. Quintessential Quintuplets, H-Gun, Nakano.
dude, hardly anyone plays Ichika anymore.
Oh, then excuse me. Or the fact that people are just, moving towards, build around one girl decks because, again, as we've been saying throughout all 4 of these reviews, you'll hear it again here, by the way, that you're heavily incentivized to now build around one character for sure now.
It was kind of obvious in set 1, but like I'm still trying to go through and build good stuffs, and I'm going.
It's
Man,
difficult, right? Like, it's kind of
it,
like there's just so few splashables. And you're also kind of going like, why would I play this if I could just play one of these, girl decks?
and I'm going. It's growing increasingly harder because, again, there are set to introduce so few universal staples, and I'm going. Well,
It's
why
definitely
not,
awkward to say the least.
why not just play the respective girl's deck instead?
Right,
Like,
even for the cards that are like clearly like even for like like top ends and stuff that are clearly like they're not on paper tied to anything. Like it's just kind of like like for example, straight feelings, Nakano. Like technically, she doesn't say you have to play on Nino cards to use her, but at that point, why not just play 8 standby Nino, or I'm sorry, 12 standby Nino?
okay, funny that you mentioned that. If you look on deck building sites, that's pretty much the only deck you'll see of this franchise. In fact,
And on the one like on the one hand, it's a little surprising given like how heavily standby is checked against, but at the other, okay, 12 standby seems pretty bonkers even with people checking against it.
Again, people in response could just be like going, okay, fair enough, 4 bombs it is.
And sure, that's just great and all, but at the same time, like, you know, there's no way there's no way to tell for sure who's gonna win that battle. Period.
Well, number one, that's a little absurd at that point.
It's really absurd. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if people are already putting in 3 even before things like Twin Drive, 8 standby Nishigasaki, and now 12 standby quintuplets.
Like, honestly speaking, I've told this guy in private, I'm going, well, 12 standby Nino looks appealing. It really does look appealing because, okay, on paper, it doesn't look that special.
It just feels like more of a glorified. It just feels like a more glorified version of any other 8 standby list you've seen in the past.
But when you think about it, though, look, it's a combination of the FOMO effect for myself. It's a combination of both FOMO and the fact that when you think about it, Nino is just a better version of Nijigasaki. It kind of is. Like, when you compare the tools that we have available, I'm going, why would I play Nijigasaki over this? Objectively speaking, sir.
I know what you're trying to get at. I think if anything, the idea is that I would argue, if anything, that Nishigasaki has overall a more explosive top end than quintuplets. But I think that's and I guess you don't need to play a brainstorming Nishigasaki.
No. And that's fair enough. And I was gonna say, well, Nijigasaki has better damage output. Has better damage economy than Nino.
Right, sure, you have a hasty 2 so beat stick at level 1, but the fact that in general, Nijikasaki's usual damage output is probably something closer to like 3.3 per lane, level 1 onwards. That gets a little absurd.
IXD. Literal again, man. That's all we need to say is IXD. Like, again, it's just absurd. And that deck compresses. So again, but the problem with Nijigasaki.
Questionable level 0 game.
Very questionable. And of course, if you're stuck in a rock between a hard place, Nijigasaki dies absurdly quick.
Right. Whereas with we haven't really tested it ourselves, but it looks like 12 standby Nino should be better.
Stable.
Well, if not more stable, gets out of tricky situations better.
Right, it gets out of tricky situations. Like, of course, Nino is still brand new, so
which is why I'm kind of like, we can't say for sure yet.
But
and there is a chance that how one builds Nino will evolve over time, just because that is the nature of this game.
At least we hope that's the nature of this game. People evolve and adapt. Some people are very stuck in their ways, man. Some people just are. But regardless, though, I honestly wanted to say that I like how we didn't even talk about Miku here. Like, we barely talked about her.
Yeah, but obviously we technically did some discussion of her.
But come on, it wasn't like it's one of those. She is just so boring. It's one of those. It was, we could have literally put "Welcome to the Ryugu Castle I," and our discussion wouldn't have changed. Because we've talked about this card before.
Effectively.
And Now, within the context of this set, only Miku wants this card, effectively.
Yeah. Like you think about any other deck, I either they just simply don't play enough blue to facilitate playing this card period, or they already have this at home but better.
Like, how should I say this? This is the Tsubasa problem all over again.
And he means I believe it should be Superb Songs of the Valkyries Tsubasa.
Correct. Superb Song of the Valkyries, Tsubasa. The problem is that
Like while a good card in a nutshell, like usable card in a nutshell.
Tsubasa isn't even is a better card than Miku, and she is not worth playing. She is not worth splashing for.
That just goes to show like how powerful the factionalism of Sinful Gear has become, and the same concept applies in a smaller extent here in Quintessential Quintuplets with just only 2 full boosters versus Sinful Gear's yes boosters.
You know what's funny is that our set the set review the latest set that we reviewed before this was Sinful Gear, so I was just like, well,
the parallels kind of write themselves, right?
Right. I was just like, wait a second, we've already done this. We've done this review at home. We've already had this review at home. We already have this review.
Right. It kind of feels like we're kind of saying similar things, right?
It kind of does.
Like PBG and Miku were like their own a choice deck, and
and
then you have the Kiriko Shirabe duo. They're their own a gold bar deck.
You have Chris and Maria making the stand.
No. Mario isn't really well. Okay, some Mario cards going on, not all of them.
True. Okay, it's more like Chris and Tsubasa.
or Chris Mario Tsubasa question mark? You want to go that far?
Yeah, Chris Mario Tsubasa, that faction basically.
Yeah, even though Chris doesn't work that closely with the two.
Again, man. Burning Extra Chris would like a word with you, sir. But yeah, flavor-wise, yeah, Chris doesn't really have much to do with either of those two.
I was gonna be like, bro, what? And of course, alchemists.
Carol and the gang. But
okay. Elf9 goes crying in a corner.
Hey man, Carol's the real star of that deck.
I mean, yes, but also no.
Fair enough.
Remember, technically, Carol wasn't really alive until
XV.
Well, I mean, she was alive, then she kicked the bucket, and then Elf9 decided, hey, maybe we should
revitalize Carol. Nymphogear, man, Nymphogear. There's a reason why that joke works, dude.
True. As much as I don't want to admit it.
Again, man. Wait, didn't I just destroy you? Yes, but I'm back. FR. Oh god. I mean, dude. I even want to. Miku is literally voiced by Miku.
Yeah, we always keep making that joke. Oh no. On another unrelated note, so some of our videos have already like shown off this Miku slaying emote that I made based off of a Kokoro slaying emote from Bang Dream Girls Band Party comics, and then someone told me, hey, in one of the Trails of Cold Steel games, there's another character voiced by Miku Ito, and you're like, hey, maybe you're like, somebody joked like, hey, maybe we should make a slain version of that, then we can complete the trio.
God damn it!
And then I ended up actually making it, and the guy's like, oh, and then the guy's like, okay, fuck it, this is going on my server now.
Fucking hell! What's next? Miku Ito herself being now slain?
Okay, well, let's not go that far.
Again, man. What's next?
No, but probably Kokoro slaying as in Princess Connect, probably.
Oh god damn it! Prekona's Kokoro is now slain.
Actually, I'm more surprised that I haven't even done that yet.
Actually, there are actually plenty of moments of her getting slain.
Oof. You right.
Again, man, whatever her mouth forms that X, FR, man.
Okay, but anyway, Miku Ito aside.
Yes, back to Miku here. I'm so bored. I'm so bored of these profiles, man.
They really are yeah, it's kind of wrong. I'll go ahead and I'll just dump this as a I have been a little harsh from the start niche because again as we said only Miku appreciates it.
If you can fit the blue playable minus.
Okay, that's a fairer play.
I was about to say, I can't do my girl that dirty.
Okay, fair enough.
And
Alright.
I can't even say this about my girl here.
And I will attest that it's indeed his girl.
Well,
Or at least tied for his girl after
Itsuki.
Yeah, he's a little conflicting now.
I'm going, well,
To say the least.
I like the maturity of Itsuki, man.
I get that. I was more surprised that you didn't say that she was your favorite from the get-go.
Honestly, I can't believe I didn't say that as well. I was just like,
I was like, huh, you just didn't like Itsuki the best from the get-go? Interesting. Because this guy likes his more mature, more composed female characters.
the quote-unquote boring girl.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, man. Some people love to call them boring.
I think the only girl that you like is considered boring is actually Rin Shibuya from Deremos.
I love my Shaperin, okay? I love my Shaperin. Are you kidding me?
I think that's the only character that people would call boring of those you prefer.
Again, man.
Can you prove me wrong?
No, not really. I mean, serious Cloud OP, man.
Yeah, serious, composed, mature crowd OP. It's almost like the opposite of my type. I'm got low IQ, high energy, low key runs into walls type.
So women that belong in the dark aether, got it.
Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you too, man.
Okay, we'll move on.
Alrighty. A confession of favorites, Miku Nakano. Well, 10,500 FR.
FR apparently.
When she enters the battlefield, you may perform one of the following actions. You may tutor or salvage for either a headphones or a secret confession. Your choice. Climax combo. This activates up to once per turn. When this card's damage is cancelled, you have favorite things. The rare pants trigger. You climax area, and you have four more other guys. Restanding, boys.
Okay, and I think we should go. It's only right if we go ahead and talk about what the heck Secret Confession and the new headphones is, as you are seeing here blinking.
Yes.
Alright,
okay, go ahead.
So Secret Confession is a level 2 1-cost event, so if you have 2 or more characters with Miku in your card names, that's a little hard booster road. Perform one of the following 4 abilities. 1, you can choose up to 1 Confession of Favorites Miku Nakano, the level 3 you just saw earlier. You'll put it onto the board and it will die at the end of the turn. It could heal 1, or you choose one of your, or you just simply say, hey, one of my opponent thinking that's out a little early. Bye. Or you give one of your characters plus 3,500 power and immobilize it for the cycle.
Okay.
And we'll have to read over the new headphones.
Alrighty, 1-0 event. If you don't have a Miku, you cannot play this. That's kind of hard, Bushy. You get to dig 5 and pick up to 1 Miku in its card name, and add it to your hand and pitch the rest, and you get an actual scry.
Okay, and to remind people what the old headphones did, it was a 1-0 counter step card that reveals the top card of your deck. You salvage a level X or lower character. It's the Mirai Ticket Riko Sakurochi effect. Fitting because it's actually her birthday.
Correct. Okay, so confession of favorites. Well, you look at a lot of Miku lists nowadays, and you see people playing confession of favorites, rather than the old variant. I can't remember what the old variant's called off the top of my head. It was 3210K with with that accursed clause on there.
Yeah, it does have.
And it has, and you on attack you pay one with a pants to do half an icy tail and to fate seal 2. Again, those are our alternatives in Miku waifu.
And
That's our
I'll be honest, I can't. I'll be honest, Gavin. I can't blame people for making the switch because at least, you know, people feel like this Miku here will at least do something.
well.
She kind of trips them into a usable event, and she could do lethal confirmation in that scenario.
Fair enough. Now, about the finisher part of this, I'm in the fan. People who listen in on these casts will know. I am one of my stringent beliefs about finishers is you get what you paid for. You get what you paid for, and honestly, with Miku here, I'm perfectly fine with the combo. Actually,
Because
you
you don't pay anything.
you don't pay anything for this, but you don't get any form of damage like this doesn't actually kill people.
No, again, this goes back to what I was saying about Miku being more of this like tempo-ish mid-range style defensive deck, where you're just going to try to, you're going to try to just simply trip your opponent over and try to outlast them, and then put them in a position where a card like Confession of Ferris Miku will pretty much guarantee the kill.
Now, the thing that really bothers me about Confession of Favorites is, well, it's on a combo. It's tied to it. It's tied to the combo because, well, again, the bottom sentence is effectively a Musashi. A less randomized Musashi.
You could argue it's more like those cards that say on damage cancel, deal damage equal to the damage that was dealt.
Fair enough.
Of course, it's one of those profiles.
It reminds me of Mashido.
Don't get technically. There's no real on-play versions of those. Okay, while we remind you of Mashido, I'm going to interject you for a moment. At least Mashido could bring out something else that could maybe deal extra instances of damage.
Versus me, well, yeah, but Mashido, we had to pay up something.
Yeah, pay up something. So you're allowed access, and Mashido, you could Mashido loop if your opponent's like almost about to die, right?
With Miku here, there is no looping.
Right. Like Mashiro's cost is justified because you could Mashiro into something else.
But at the same time, though, I didn't get why Mashido was played in Bongmin because, well, again, near infinite. They have near infinite solutions.
They do. I think people I mean, you could argue people misperceive what Bang Dream is, and they're just kind of like, okay, this past trigger sounds pretty cool. I can bring out anything I want from the waiting room, or I could be cheeky and Mashiro into whatever the heck. I think Gavin. I think what it really is people. I think too many people view this game in general as being I'm gonna try to put my opponent where I'm gonna try to corner my opponent rather than blow them out in one fell swoop kind of players.
Again, stop beating around the bush.
Gavin's very much I'm just gonna press this button and it's gonna be like this. Maybe not nuclear, that might be too far, but more like, okay, here's gonna be a bunch of napalm coming your way. I'm gonna flush you out right here, right now. Whereas a lot of players are more kind of like, okay, we'll try to use a combination of skirmishes, some covert tactics, and a few heavy artillery here and there. And okay, once you got you cornered, okay, now you're dead.
Okay, I mean, literally, it's more of.
But I know you actually get that from a lot of other players that you might have played in the past couple years.
Too many people pussyfoot around.
Is what I say? Does this sound like that's what the majority of your opponents have done?
Of course.
Sorry to confuse anyone with this like military-esque talk here, but I feel like it's the best way for me to convey what I think's going on.
And the thing is that, look, if people really cared about the trigger of Mashido, they would play Yukina instead.
But clearly, it's not simply the trigger. Like they care about it. It's the fact that it's this, it's this semi-loopable combo to confirm damage for game.
As opposed to just blowing them out of the water.
Right. Yeah, and, people who know Banking know there are ways that Banking can just blow people out of the water.
Like, again, why not just play Mocha at that point? And again, Bang Dream can easily get away with 12 green. You know what the other 4 green cards are, man. I don't need to say it. In fact, you want to tell the audience what the other 4 green cards are?
I believe the card was literally called Present for You Himari Uehara. So it's a level 2 1-drop. First of all, she's an anti-change clock bomb. Okay, pretty neat. But but everyone knows we play for the other ability. Alarm, you have 4 or more music characters at the beginning of your climax phase. Blind stock one.
Like, for real, why not play Himari at that point? Like, people played Himari as their only green card in their deck outside of Zero, and it was fine. Like, Himari is just that splashable. And again, Himari could easily produce the extra resources that you need to go off with Yukina.
Or any other expensive AF finisher.
Right,
it's be Yukina. There are other things you could definitely use that stock for.
There are other things, but she is kind of the quintessential you're dead.
Right. I feel like maybe people just kind of feel like maybe there's kind of like either one they don't want to be like okay, while we'll try to close this off really quick, but I think people just like any kind of extra instance of damage that does not require it's not require having to like do this like begging your opponent to like leave characters behind kind of play, and also not being too hyper expensive on top of that. Like because of the way Mashiro works, one of her attacks pays for part of her cost.
Still, Mashiro is putting a bunch of your eggs in one basket and hoping they die. But if they don't,
I don't know if I would go as far as say putting all eggs in one basket, just simply because.
I said a bunch of eggs in one basket.
Okay.
I said a bunch, not all of them.
Right. Like you could recover from a failed Mashiro turn.
But at the same time,
versus a failed Yukina turn,
it's going to be very difficult for your opponent to survive Yukina in the first place. I'm in the philosophy of no, don't give them a chance to get back up.
Right, I kind of wonder if, I think, I forget what's in green or red that we said this game has become, a turn 5 or 6 format, and people just kind of going, get the fuck out of here, it is definitely not that quick. I'm kind of wondering, do you feel like a lot of people are good, hear that and be like, that far, y'all can just actually place as fast as MTG Modern?
Yes. Where do you play and can I come if it's the contrary?
I had a similar discussion when it came to Vanguard, actually, where someone's like, oh, the new format standard, right? This one guy's going oh yeah, this feels like it's meant to be a format that goes to turn 7, turn 8, and I'm going dates back to my own games. Almost all of my games ended on someone's turn 4. And the guys, I wonder if we should compare notes or something.
Again,
Because
again.
he's going like 90% of my games, they go past someone's turn 6.
Where do you play and can I come?
That's what I'm low-key thinking.
Like, it's one of the. Okay, going back, go again. Thinking back to the games I played literally yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Literally yesterday.
Okay.
We played 3 matches. Every single game ended on turn 5. Actually no. One game I died on turn 4.
Oh damn! And not a concession die. Like, oh, I actually died because of I went to level 4.
Yeah, I took 28 straight, man.
Damn.
Again, game 2. He died on turn 4. Game 3, he died on turn 5. Like I died on turn 5. Like FR, man. This game is absurdly quick. You can't afford to pussyfoot around.
I'm just wondering, like, huh, are our players playing differently than like how we're playing or something, perhaps?
Perhaps I don't know. I would love to. I would
Yeah,
love to.
feel free to discuss it in the comments, people. They help the algorithm, by the way.
I would love to discuss it because I'm going. Wait, are you guys like? I would love to A, see your lists, B, see your gameplay. Like every person I've talked to says, yeah, this game is like a 5-turn format, man. This game is fucking modern speed. It's
Yeah,
modern.
and for someone like me who like came from that era of 8 doors who just spam heals at level 3, yeah, the game like became so different.
If I had to choose between nuclear annihilation and that, I'll choose nuclear annihilation every time.
At least the game's gonna end in the time it will take to get some growing done, like perhaps.
Exactly. I'm going, okay, I can put again, man. During turns, I can literally flip a steak. I could literally do some prep cooking, marinate a steak up, start up those coals, man, and dinner will be done by the time the duel's done.
Yeah, versus in the old days where it's kind of more like you may not be able to finish one or the game will be longer than one anime episode. FR.
Which is not congruent to tournament regulations. Because an anime episode is roughly around 24 minutes now.
Correct. I think even like in Weiss Schwarz early days they were still like 24 minutes ish.
So again, man, Bushiroad made the 30-minute limit for a reason. There's a reason why that 30-minute time limit is almost irrelevant nowadays in terms of tournament play because the game is that goddamn quick.
Right. I'm trying to think back to like my games like in the WTP circuit we've had last year. Not giving my games playing dangerously close to time. Like only maybe like let's see, am I qualifying WTP? Maybe like one of the games went to the point where we had like we were getting like the 5 or 10 minute warning, and at the national level it was more like maybe like 2 games that got kind of close to that.
And we're talking the strict 30-minute limit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to count like 30 minutes out. Right.
Right, 30 minutes versus the 35. But regardless, though, if we do a digital variant this year, I suspect that Luke will be like, nah, 30. It was 30 2 years ago. It's 30 now. You don't like it, don't play. One of those.
To be fair, like he only put the extent there because no one knew like how stable people's connections will be when it comes to facilitating video call play.
Fair enough, but now we know.
Or we hope we know.
At least you better know how stable your video play is before you walk in.
Right.
But regardless, so Confession of Favorites, man, again.
Now for the Miku players, this is probably your better choice simply because at least both of the events that she could grab you will help you in some meaningful way.
Right, they're not total trash.
Right, in worst case, if you really miss out on hashtag a curse clause, Secret Confession literally has that as an option. Or it's
Again,
technically even better because you get to choose which card goes.
right, and you could always just play the Aqua that we literally went over.
Right, there's also that.
I mean,
you shouldn't be missing out on the curse clause period in your Miku.
this card is $2, man. Literally.
Oh, Miku's like the budget queen of quintuplets. Let's be honest here. I think at this point, I would say.
No.
Who's more budget than Miku?
Yotsuba, man, your girl Yotsuba.
FR.
Far.
And we would say her. She's objectively the better deck.
Yeah. So literally, even for the budget player, play Yotsuba at this point, man. Shit.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, do I want to know the price of the other double R?
Which one? For the Aqua?
Yeah.
$7, man.
Oh, okay.
$7. Literally, both in Miku's double rares don't even total $10 per.
Right,
that
is
kind of sad.
like Wicked Quad Message that's probably about like $40 American.
That's pathetic. That's honestly pathetic.
This is where you have Nino like towering over Miku and being Nino. Like pathetic. Well, you just imagine the Principal Skinner meme from The Simpsons.
Again, you know exactly what I was referring to. I was like, yep, the Principal Skinner meme, pathetic. Well, again, no, Itsuki is the one saying pathetic. She leads the pack.
Oh damn.
Actually, no. Does she lead the pack?
I'm kind of like Nino's got a fair number of expensive cards now.
Actually, no. Nino is $17 between her two double rares per one copy of each. Itsuki is $16, and Yotsuba $5.
Damn.
Hey man, your girl is dirt cheap, man. Shit, dirt cheap.
And she could carry some weight.
Mm-hmm. You could ask a certain female associate of ours.
Oh, true.
She does.
I'm aware. Anyway,
this card. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'll give this card some credit. I'll give this card the playable minus.
Fair enough. You know what? Same, actually.
I wish Bushiro. Let's look at some pros. Bushiro Gage is simply say slap curse clause.
And number two.
And I like the multimodal part of again multimodal because you can choose which combination of headphones you want to play, and Secret Confession has 4 different modes to choose from.
Right. So again, that gives us more options than here's a heal. That's it.
Right. Now, as for the event, I actually like Secret Confession. I actually like the design of it. So overall, I'll give it a playable.
I love this design. I'm gonna give this playable as well because look.
If anything incentivizes me to play Miku, it's probably this event.
Yeah. It's like the password of Miku.
You could argue this is better than Password.
I don't know,
in the context of their decks, right? Like Password does pull weight, but it doesn't pull as much weight as this card in Miku.
Dude, Password is a selective +1 for real.
It is, but Secret Confession, dude.
Okay, Secret Confession
this card does so much.
What does it not do?
Exactly. It's great. I like it. I like this card.
It's a removal spell. It summons the 3/2 early if you so desire.
Or if not that, let's you multiply them by let's you multiply them for overall less stock cost.
It heals your ass.
It could also just make something Omega Huig.
Oh, and freeze something in place. No, is dead.
The Miku's immobilized, but the Miku's it's this immobilized fucking stone statue.
Yeah, I was about to say 14,000. What the fuck is killing her?
My boy.
Again, she has that smug look on her face. Just as well
Right, secret confession obviously referring like, you know.
This is the hotel scene. This is the hotel scene that I've been talking about.
Yeah. That's the hotel scene I was referring to earlier.
Again, man.
He kind of forgot about the clothes that they were wearing and everything.
I was like, oh, son of a bitch. Again, man, I mostly pay attention to the voice in those damn headphones.
That's fair enough. And as for the new headphones, now weighing this versus the old headphones.
Okay, do I want a counter step version of Rickroll?
Or do I need some more mill?
You know what? Miku actually kind of lacks the mill power.
So like you, I could argue like doing like 3 of these and 1 of the old one.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, look, the Rickroll variant is much more selective than this. Sure, this is sorcery speed only, but again, it's not terrible, and it doesn't force us to play Lion's Match. Like, imagine being forced to play Lion's Match in a Miku deck.
Ooh, you're playing way too many events as it is. Like,
Right.
my Miku has to be an 8 event deck, no questions asked.
Right, so
You don't need to make this into. You don't need to make Miku into Bang Dream Good Stuff's version 1 Light.
Right. It's just like, I don't want to fit in Lion's Match because, again, Lion's Match isn't fetchable. That's the problem with it.
Right. At least we have the combo to grab. We have a bunch of Orchids that will grab headphones, by the way, and you know, obviously we have a way to grab Secret Confession.
So honestly speaking, you know what? I have to give this a solid playable.
Yeah, same. I do like this new headphones.
And the Scry can theoretically move through 6 cards of your deck.
That's pretty good for just for no cost, by the way.
It's free, man.
That's free. That's free AF. All right.
Oh sure, it only fetches Miku, but you didn't care.
All right, moving along then. We have On Kindness. Holy shit, numbers are way off.
What? Come on,
no
o'clock.
I have my. Definitely said no errors.
I didn't even notice.
Holy shit. Okay, anyway. On Kindness, Miku Nakano. 104500. On the text, you get power plus X until end of turn, where X is the number of headphones in your waiting room, multiplied by 1500. And on reverse with a common packs, salvage one.
Why?
This card kind of confuses me.
Okay. Well, number one, it doesn't even fetch the titular event that Miku so desperately needs. Because
that guy's already awkward as it is, because it's like, why can't I salvage headphones?
Again, this relies on at least 2 copies of headphones being out. Otherwise, this card isn't doing anything. If you are getting reversals with a vanilla, where do you play and can I come? Like FR? Number 2, Miku. We've already established that Miku kind of lacks mill power, so your grave is tiny.
Right. And so, you don't have a like. This does incentivize you to definitely lean more heavily on the new headphones as a result, of course, if you do plan to play this over Quintessential Quintuplets Miku Nakano from set 1.
Now, my biggest thing is, why in all things sacred would you play this over the set 1 double rare? It is $3, man. $3 per copy. Like, Jesus Christ. For $12, you could easily save yourself the headache of this card. Like, you're going to be playing the headphones regardless of which one you pick.
Right, so why not play a card that actually gets you headphones from somewhere?
Now, some people might be like, well, I want selection. I'm going...
Then play the old headphones.
Right. Then play the old... Again, man, I'm grasping for straws here, man.
Yeah, like okay, I'll give some credit because at least they tried to make this big enough or they tried to give it some way to make it look somewhat considerable with the first things. No,
Right.
this could just demolish a lot of things in her way if you do it right.
Fair enough, but you also have to remember she gets destroyed in response every time.
This
Blow on Miku, she dies.
this is true, but I'm just trying to, I just wanted to like point out like, there were some things that Bushido did try here that they wouldn't on most other variants of this combo nowadays.
Fair, fair enough. And again, remember back in the day where we were like, yeah, this kind of combo is amazing. Like this was our combo of choice. Nowadays we're just like, for real, Bushy?
And speaking of for real, that's what I had given like Miku getting this.
By Miku, behave yourself. I'll give you a taste of my wig.
It's a reference, for lore, for those who are not too familiar with the lore, forgot about this. As you see in the Climaster, which she's tackling Futuro, she was forced to dress as Itsuki for the sake of her grandpa.
Funny enough, your boy was all like, "Girl, I see right through you. You aren't fooling me, Miku."
I mean, I guess that just goes to show that as we know, Futuro is an alpha child with an IQ of yes, and two, Futuro's going to know these girls really well.
Like,
Let's remember. Back then, he had trouble telling them apart, right?
Nowadays he's all like, "Oh hell no, you ain't fooling. You ain't fooling me, girl. The jig is up."
The jig is up.
I hate to do this to my girl, but I'm like going, no, I cannot see any way shape, or form you play this, man.
Okay, that's fair enough for your end.
All right, next.
Yep.
Pure White Wish Miku 3295. Alrighty, boys. Let's see here. When you hit this battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, rearrange them, and bounce one of your opponent's guys, and discard one of the 2 headphones. If you do, free refresh.
Okay, that's actually pretty neat after some of the disappointments of the other Pure White Wish characters we saw in Red.
Oh, besides
Nino. Nino was a disappointment, and
the other 3 were actually good, man.
Oh, true. Nino did disappoint us. So I think it's just a better taste on our mouths than Nino for sure.
Again, man, they had to balance Nino somehow.
They had to balance. True. Or was Nino would have been a little imba. You're right. Yeah, I guess I like this card overall.
You know what? Okay. Now the thing is that first off, we have to really consider, what does Miku really care about bouncing? Not very much nowadays. In fact, there's hardly anything you want to bounce. Like I might be able to cause my opponent to have to be forced to pay up 2 stock for their support again. But again, and most people might point to the logic of, well, didn't you guys say this is like a 4 or 5 turn game? That's huge. I'm going, yes, but the majority of people will be like, fuck the support. Ram whatever I got in anyway. Clock it, for God's sake. Like, the majority of things that get bounced, I don't know about you, man, but a lot of things that get bounced nowadays are literally clocked the following turn.
Clocked or discarded or just simply ignored.
Exactly. So, legitimately speaking, bounces nowadays don't really matter that much. I hate to say this.
Bounce is one of those mechanics where they married in a slower mega.
In this.
Well, I mean, no. To the credit of bounce in general, there will be some times where opening up that front row slot could mean the difference between you winning and you losing.
Of course, but again, it has turned from near like a seemingly really good play to rather situational at best.
Yeah, but at least the rearrange is neat.
Yes, the rearrange is neat. Knowing what my triggers are, that is more useful than the bounce, man. Like, even with standby being ubiquitous, okay, majority of players would go, okay, my standby target got bounced. I paid 0 for this anyways. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
I paid literal 0 for this, so I don't care.
Right.
And the fact is that if I want to say this on the airwaves, like I thought to myself, one of my apprentice's decks, the first deck that he ever won World Grand Prix with, it was built on the simple concept of being able to rush your opponent down while being able to bounce back standby targets. I'm going, he thought about revitalizing deck. I'm going, dude, no, that deck is no one cares about the 2-for-1 at this point, dude. If once people realize that all you have is that bounce, they'll just simply ignore it at that point. Like, decks are fine going stock neutral in a lot of cases because so many finishers are so free now.
Right, especially if they are players who are playing these more like damage confirmation style of finishers.
Right. So
which either are just playing free or are just stupidly cheap.
Right. So the fact that
or if you're Nino, you just got discount like everything.
Right, and your damage output is not impressive anymore. Not even close. Standby decks can match your damage output now,
if not exceed it.
So
because again, we point no further than Nishigasaki Twin Drive 8 standby.
Like literally, outside of your level 1s, you're mostly relying on 0s, and you're crashing in. Which means you now open up lanes, which means they have better damage output than you now. So in a lot of cases, your plan doesn't work anymore. And again, finishers are so good nowadays that the fact that you're like half a level ahead of them. Cool, you're dead. You're dead from like 2-4. 2-4, 2-5, dude. They could be 3-2 and you're dead meat.
That's just how absurd some top banks could be now.
That's the game now. And I told him, quite frankly, that strategy is just not going to work anymore, and we have to go back to the drawing board. And again, he's finally accepted it, and we finally, moved on to the drawing board. But anyways, back to Pure White Wish here. Again, the free refresh is nice.
Right, this is kind of a pseudo heal.
But the problem is that it's kind of too little, too late.
I wouldn't go that far because hear me out, Gavin. One of the things that you could do is, either you could have, if you had to pay like some dirty stock out or something with one of your, Confession of Favorites, Miku. Then you could play it after you grab headphones with that one, then play down Pure White Wish, and then get a very very nice good free fresh there, or play this first, discard headphones, and then just simply you ring your headphones again, get it back with Confession of Favorites.
Okay, I can see that line of play, and you know what? That isn't a terrible line of play because it allows you to extract cards from your deck. It allows you to extract damage from your deck, and that's allowing you to compress them much further.
Right. Like well, when I first read, I was like, it's not a little late, but then I'm thinking about after reading the other Miku cards, I'm going like, no, not necessarily. I think Miku's A-okay with this being at level 3.
Enough. Now, of course, I was like, why aren't you Night Patrol? Why aren't you Night Patrol?
Okay, to be fair, if she was more like Night Patrol, it would actually be more difficult to pop it off. Even with the new headphones.
Fair enough. Just change the condition.
You have 3 or more headphones in waiting room?
No, if you have a full board of literally Miku.
Have we ever seen a free fresh like that?
No, but again, that's design space they could easily explore.
They could.
That's easy design space they could easily explore because, again, that wouldn't be broken either because You need 5 Miku on the board, otherwise this don't do anything.
Okay. Well,
But
got some game for another time.
But at the same time, Pure White Wish.
I'm okay. I'm okay with this card. I'll give it solid playable.
I'll get this to playable minus. I'm a bit more skeptical.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, moving on. We're almost done with the headphone package here. So we have in special training Miku Nakuno to 150-500. So this ability activates up to once per turn. When you play an event, choose one of your characters and gets power plus X until end of turn, where X is that should be your level actually, multiplied by 1500. On when your character's trigger check reveals a climax, you may discard climax to salvage a headphones.
Oh, okay. So trigger pants, grab headphones.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what it is, man.
That's pretty neat.
Actually, in high level comp, would I be penalized for doing that if I have this card on the board? I trigger a pants, grab headphones.
Okay, well, technically, I mean, I think at worst that will happen in that situation you described. It will be a warning because, you will need to like do things in a proper order.
Okay.
And to be fair, if you do it very incorrectly, where you add a headphones and you kind of like start mixing up cards and you end up doing something in an order that causes a card to then become indistinguishable from the rest of your hand or something, that's where you could get into big enough trouble for a game loss.
Enough, but at the same time, dude, it's more of just grabbing headphones. Because it's kind of like, how should I say this? It's kind of speeding up Spriggan abilities. Because at this stage of the game, I'm going, I'd want to, speed up the duel as much as possible.
I get that, but
for the sake of time.
I get that. Maybe if anything, declare to your opponent, hey, I'm going to take a shortcut here.
And majority of people would be fine with it. Especially
right.
With the
at least like I would say for people out there, if you know what you have your own way you're more comfortable doing and it's worked for you, that's fine. But I would argue at the very least, be courteous. Be clear to your opponent. Hey, I'm going to do these things in this order to speed the game up.
Right.
Instead of just doing something, making your opponent confused, and then having to call for a judge.
Fair.
You don't want the latter.
Again, that only adds complication.
Right. So back to this card proper.
Back to this card itself. Well, again, I kind of like the ability actually because
now, incentivized to actually play events. Either event now becomes either, if you're playing the old headphones, that's now a defensive counter, and then if you're playing the new headphones, power pump on your turn.
Imagine Rickroll, that's now a 3K counter.
What?
Am I lying, sir?
You're not, and because of the way it works, you don't need to choose a character in battle.
No, it's fucking free too, man.
That's free. FFR.
Imagine a free Rickroll that's also a 3K counter. Wait, that sounds kind of absurd if you ask me.
That kind of is, yeah.
Again, man, typically we have to pay for that 3K counter.
Right.
Like, what? What do you mean you don't have to pay for it?
Or even playing like Secret Confession, like you just like bring something onto the board and or you heal down or whatever, and then you're also gonna get something, 3,000 or 4,500 power on your turn. Or allow a Miku to actually run over Reinhardt because you're gonna play Secret Confession on something, give her 3,500, and then give her like the 3K or 45 on top of that.
Oh Lord, no! Lord, no!
This card opens up quite the possibilities.
It opens up quite the possibilities. I'm going. You know what? Fuck
And
it. Give this card the playable.
yeah,
Fuck it.
you know, because you're 8 packs, most likely,
You
you
are a
you're
dance.
8 packs, no questions asked. Okay, because
Yeah.
you're 8 packs, no questions asked. That second ability will be very handy.
Imagine grabbing headphones off pants trigger.
Exactly. Gavin, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I've joked around with some friends in the past, before we had standby, before we had choice and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Even before Go Bar, even. I've joked with some friends, like, the past several years. Like, hey, what if Bridger actually made a trigger that salvaged events?
Bushiroad's like, we got you, man.
We got you, man. No, we got you, we also don't got you.
True. It's like, well, again, Miku is one of those for fun decks. Miku is one of those for fun decks, and guess what? Being able to grab events off of Climax is hilarious.
That's pretty fun, yeah. I agree.
Okay, next,
Okay.
just in a kimono, Miku, 001K. Alarm, beginning of your Climax phase. Okay, choose one of your guys and it gets the following ability to end of turn. When the battle opponent this begins reversed, bottom deck it, and it's tap self, tutoring brainstorm. Okay, this is from the fucking end of the season.
Yes.
Again, Miku, again, this is like at the time where she was all like, oh yeah, I like this guy. I really do.
Well,
You
okay,
know,
this is the whole, the other four sisters are trying to help her actually get some alone time at Futuro because, she finally confesses that, like, she really likes the guy, effectively.
again, in her own awkward way.
In her own awkward way, this is the whole, like, okay, each goes like, you know what, I actually tell him for it's my fault that Miku ended up depressed during his trip.
And then Itsuki's all like, here, you use my clothing.
Right. So you got the children got into a bit of or a bit, yeah, they like fell into a puddle or something, or they fell into like a pond or something like that.
It's a puddle. It's a puddle.
A puddle. Okay, yeah, because there was leftover rain from the day before.
It's one of those, again, watching this scene for the first time, I was like, okay, I see you, Negi, damn.
Yeah, you know what you say, Nike giveth but also taketh.
True. Again, the guy's a bit of a troll. Actually, no, not a bit of a troll. He is a troll.
I was gonna be like a bit is being generous.
That's being way too nice to Negi. Like, oh damn it, Negi, damn it. But again, it's one of those things that makes me go, the lore behind this card is better than the actual card itself. Now,
the card is no slouch.
No, the card is actually pretty good. Like, the card itself is actually pretty good. Like, this is...
You know what's actually sad? I actually like this over like some of the double art brainstorms we've seen in the past.
Motherfucker, I was about to say that, actually. This is so much better. You know, I was about to bring up Creamy Berry again.
I gave one game anyone, Gavin.
Well, again,
you keep working a blow up on that card every opportunity you get.
Again, man, I have a significant hatred for Creamy Berry. You know this.
For me, it's more of I'm just pretending that you don't exist for now.
Oh lord, you cast.
I cast IU looking at Dark Acre FR.
Holy shit! Again, man, this Creamy Berry creature. Again, it's more of big crying on that one, man.
Actual big crying.
And what's the funny thing is that this is better than the majority. Like, I'm used to my brainstorms being rares nowadays. Like, seeing double rare brainstorms is just lame nowadays, man. For real.
And I'm very glad that, well, to be fair, they did give like 2 of them in set 1 that were like a double rare rarity.
Let me fact check your ass on that one. Fog, you right?
I don't remember a third.
No, Fog, you right? Hey man, both Yotsuba and Nino are
Yeah,
double rares.
yeah, I remember.
But again, man, double rares from set 1 don't really feel like double rares. Thanks, double rare plus. Thanks. Fuck you, assholes, for making those damn double rare pluses. At the same time, though, come on, man. Though both of those brainstorms feel like rares.
Nowadays, they do.
And I'm trying.
At the time, they seem pretty neat.
Fair enough. Like a good example of a double rare brainstorm is Kokoro from Princess Connect.
Damn, you didn't want to say Fumi?
Fumi, oh man. Again, man.
I'm sorry, Fumi just felt more unique.
True. And Fumi is the reason why that deck goes. But it's one of those things that makes me go, why was she? Why are you making like? I'm so glad that even Bushido realizes, man, double raw brainstorms are lame.
I wish if they don't do anything like super unique like Fumi.
Right.
You could argue Kokoro kinda unique because of the whole experience thing that they got going on.
But at the same time, it's just giving a bunch of power, man.
Right, which is I'm kind of like, is that getting really missing for me?
Again, man, I've rarely ever seen Fumi. I see Kokoro a ton more.
Okay, fair enough. Hey, you're talking to a guy that sees like Igniter. Hey, I could remember Fumi over Kokoro.
Fair enough, but at the same time, man, it's one of those. Well, you remember what you see a lot more often.
I mean, yes, but also no.
Well, again, man.
Some cards are just that. Some cards just easily like. Yeah, you ever heard the term "lives rent free in my head"?
Yep.
The Fumi brainstorm lives rent free in my head.
God damn it.
Like it's just that memorable.
Fair enough, and Fumi is a very good brainstorm. I will admit that.
But she's probably like the best brainstorm from 2020. No questions asked.
She came out this year, dude.
Oh, she's 2021. Fuck.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay, it'll be hard to overtake her.
We'll have to see with HoloLive.
HoloLive's already shown us several brainstorms. Nothing compares.
Oh yeah, true. But we'll be bitching about a very certain card.
I'm dragging a moment. And
what do you mean, man?
It's fucking part 1 too.
You have grievances too, sir. Do not pretend you're innocent either.
I never said that.
I was about to say, man.
I never said that. If anything, I might have more grievances than you.
Oh lord. Oh lord.
That's how bad it might be.
Oh lord.
You have to remember, I've been exposed to more instances than you have.
True. We're both gonna take our golf clubs and start beating that particular card in the legs. Again, man, that's how angry we'll be in all likelihood. But dressed in a kimono here, I love this card. You know what? Let's go, boys. Let's fucking go.
Oh, she's that good.
She's that good. And man,
I'll give it a solid playable.
And I gotta be nice to my girl for once, okay?
Okay, fair enough.
Yes. Character bias is showing.
No. The alarm here is very unique because of the fact that Secret Confession lets you choose what card goes into the waiting room from your clock.
And also, 3,500.
3,500. You don't get both modes.
True.
I'm just mentioning, like, hey, usually when you clock an alarm, you feel bad if you're about to like heal down after. But with a card like Secret Confession, no, go ahead, clock this away and have fun.
No, bro.
no, bro. Like, Secret Confession's so good.
So good. This is such a good event. All right, let's keep going.
All right, we now have. Love Sickness Miku Nakano 114,000. This is the old anti-change bottom deck bomb.
Wait a second. She's the same rate as your boy.
Yeah.
Oh. God damn it, Bushy. I thought we've had this discussion. I thought so. I thought so. So I was like, oh, rare? Oh, come on, Bushy. Don't do this to us. I know. I know we're not supposed to talk about limited, but oh lord.
Well, as long as that's more of. To be fair, Gavin, I could give a bigger offender.
Who?
2K backups.
Oh lord. Oh lord. They've been in literally every rarity, including the trial deck.
Oh, they haven't been double R yet.
Does Itsuki count?
Does each key count? No. You
Oh,
know what I meant when I actually said 2K backup.
right, I was about to say, man.
Okay, let me rephrase it. 1,000 plus 1,000 backup.
Okay, fair enough.
Gosh darn it, this guy was actually about to prove me wrong. Well, a very, very terrible technicality.
I was about to say, sir. Excuse me, sir. Oh, god damn it. By the way, I actually measured how long it took us. Oh lord. She was near Kaede level.
But anyway,
Okay, so-
rarity fluctuations aside.
Okay, so lore-wise, well, so this took place when the girls moved to their new apartment, and we're wondering. I think this is after the season where they were wondering how are we supposed to pay for this place.
It's kinda around there. Well, let's see here. The last she says in this particular card says.
Wait, wasn't Raiha there?
Raiha should have been there, correct?
Okay. I'm remembering this scene correctly. And then she sniffs something of Futsaro's, your boys. And then she's all like, this smells great.
Right.
Telling the audience, oh Lord, Negi.
No. The love singers in this particular card refers to the fact so what happens is they're all eating cake. You know, because it's the New Year's. And Yoshimo notices that Futaro has a bit of cake around, not on his lip, but like near his lip. And then licks it off. And the other four girls are just going like, what? Did Yoshimo just? Yes, she did.
And Miku's just like, oh Lord.
And Miku's like, wait, I have more competition? Oh, gosh darn it.
Yeah, she had. I can't believe she didn't realize she has competition to begin with.
Okay, remember, it's Miku.
Bro, it is Miku. She ain't exactly the smartest.
And situational awareness is like near zero.
You mean that's being polite, sir. You mean zero.
Actually zero. Excuse me. Yeah, no, she. Well, to be fair, who has less situational awareness after season 2, her or Ichika?
I'm gonna have to vote for Ichika on that one, man.
Like FR, dude.
True. Okay, Ichika, negative situational awareness. Negative.
It's kind of like she probably is aware, but because she's aware,
care.
yeah, that problem.
I don't know what's worse, having literal zero or being that reckless.
Or rather or maybe not being reckless is the right word, but more of doing something knowing it'll harm someone.
Right. But at the same time, in terms of the rating for this card...
Well, Standby's still running amok, right?
Right, but at the same time, we have Memories of Mom.
We do have Memories of Mom.
Memories of Mom is better than this. It's in a better color.
True, red is the more competitive color by far in Quintessential Quintuplets now.
You know what's hilarious is most Nino lists are not playing Memories of Mom.
We're gonna play instead. Well, to be fair, you're Nino. You don't care.
Fair enough, but
you can one off Mega just be like, any game in front of this.
At the same time, I can simulate the exact same thing. Simulate the same thing. But at the same time, I still play Memories of Mom, so... Because I know that my opponent is just gonna fucking pitch the card. Pitch the card. Memories of mom. Huh? You don't get a choice. Go to exile, boys.
It's gone probably 5 ever.
Yep. I mean, dude, not many people play cards that fetch things out of exile.
Even if given the option.
Right, and even if given the option, most people choose not to fetch anything out anyways.
Right.
So again, it's gone for good. Now, Love Sickness here, it's a bottom deck, like only Miku cares, realistically. Because she and Nino, spoiler alert, actually, no, that's not really a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler, but are the only girls in blue. And we've already established that Nino does not care.
Yeah, so overall, I'll give it a precautionary playable minus. Be a little forgiving.
Yeah, I'll cut her some side playable minus. It's a staple in Miku decks, but that's about it.
Right, cause yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, we've got a bit of a two-parter coming up here.
Oh baby. Field Trip, Nino. 00500. At the beginning of your attack step, choose one of your Ninos and give them 1500 until end of turn. And you may pay 1, tap this, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a Nino or Love Runaway Train, the event, add it to your hand.
Okay, Love Runaway Train is a level 2 cost event. So if you have 5 or more characters with Nino in your card games, that's very effing hard. Choose one of your characters and gets the following ability until end of turn. Although this ability activates up to once per turn, when this card attacks, reveal the top 9 cards of your deck, shuffle them back into your deck, and deal X damage to your opponent, where X is the number of standby trigger icons revealed this way.
Wait a fucking second. That paragraph sounds very familiar.
Ah, yes, it does.
Oh, fuck.
Right, they finally decided to detach it from a climax combo for Nino's sake.
Again, the thing is that combo was so mediocre. We only played it because it was on standby.
Right.
I mean, come on, man. You used to main the bloody thing.
I'm aware.
So, can you tell me, like, dude, let's say it was on literally any other climax type. Would you have played it?
Probably not.
Probably not. Back to empties it is, right?
That or just see what other climax combos I have lying around.
Fair enough. Hell, at that point, I might have actually used the whoops combo. I have enough soul triggers. It could work.
Yeah.
But at the same time, putting it on a standalone event.
Yeah. You could argue, give one of your straight feelings Ninos a 3rd instance of damage.
But is it worth paying out the 2 stock for it?
That is indeed a question. No. To be fair, we have already established that Nino is like this deck that just vomits board for like next to nothing.
True.
So you probably have to stock 2 spare.
True. But at the same time, now the combo costs 3 in a card. Because I have to cast Love Runaway Train. I have to cast this spell now. The problem with it is that what we're getting out of the payment is kind of mediocre. Look, I'm all about, paying, a billion stock and my opponent dying. But this ain't it, Chief.
Like, if we, I assume like a lot of Neo decks do not really care about this card.
No.
Because Neo just has so many good character cards already.
Like, again, man, the only way we can realistically fetch it is the Field Trip.
And that card is already kind of shaky because of its top deck nature.
It's paying 1, tapping this to draw a card every single turn, basically.
Which is not terrible in general. Like
drawing a card that our opponent knows about.
Okay, this is Weiss Schwarz.
True. I keep forgetting that this is Weiss Schwarz, and my opponent knowing what I drew is
Like,
Not exactly.
what could they do about it realistically? Almost nothing.
Almost nothing. Again, dude, you have to remember the games that I've played, information is king. Information and card advantage are king. There's a reason why information warfare works in other games. In Weiss Schwarz, its effectiveness is diminished by a considerable amount. But at the same time, I'd rather be playing the Rickroll. The Rickroll Nino. I forget what. I think it was New Year's Nino?
Are you talking about a card that says on play discard one reveal top?
Yeah,
Or
it's the Rickroll.
discard a Nino?
Yeah, it's the Rickroll that allows us to.
It's something like going around every day or something like that. Or every day you go around.
Every day, going around every day Nino. I'd rather play that than this. Like, again, remember, as we've established, Nino wants to be 8 standby, and again, I might pay 1 tap to draw a 2/2.
Which is very shaky.
Like, again, yes, it is a true plus. However, as we've been saying, there's a reason why Diva is not literally tier 0. Project Diva is not tier 0, although with Project Sekai that might change.
That depends on what Busho says about whether or not Project Sekai is even allowed to be near standard with Project Diva.
But again, man, that's why I say it might.
And even then, who knows like how factionalized he'll make the Project Sekai cards, even if it was Neo Standard. Because they introduce new characters in that.
Again, man.
And Garen units, dude.
Fair enough. A spell like Dig Through Time? Oh, big crying, man.
Also, if they are going to take the unit approach, how many are going to be like, I can't fit blue?
Oh, fuck.
Like, come on, dude. You got to give it like all these other implications.
Fair enough. But at the same time, Matt, at the same time, I'm going, yes, if I wanted to bury my opponents in card advantage, I would just play Eat Scheme.
Right, Nino's burying your opponents in field state. You could be at like 3 cards in hand, but you have like a thick AF board that your opponent can't realistically deal with. You're still in a good position, Nino.
Right. And no, I'm not going to use cards like Field Trip to increase my hand size. Fuck it, I'd rather just clock at that point.
You don't mind clocking Nino.
Right. It's just like, okay, I'm like 2/4.
As Nino, you probably should have the lead in damage economy in general.
Right. I'm like 2/4. I need more cards for endgame. I'm at like 3 cards in hand. Fuck it. I'll clock.
Right. Nino is trying to bury your opponent because of how thick your board is.
Right. Not because, I have 10 cards in hand.
Right. That's Ichi's job.
Right. So at the same time, okay, the plus 1500. Honestly, I'd rather run Patissier in my back row. I'd rather run Patissier Nino rather than Field Trip.
Right. Bring back a straight field that ended up actually losing in battle.
And the fact that it's a global K to everyone. It's a global K. Sure, it's only on offense, but again, that's what I mostly care about.
Right, Nino doesn't exactly have the best defense.
Yeah, her board presence is kind of dog shit, but
her offensive board presence is amazing, but
right, but defensively,
level 2 onwards, then we'll talk.
Be prepared to start pitching. Unless you are literally Nino in Santa outfit.
Hence why I say level 2 onwards.
Right, I was like, unless you're literally Nino.
If you're level 2 onwards, then you have a beefy AF board.
You know what's funny is I don't even see any Santa outfit Ninos.
I think you just look at it, you're like,
I'm going, well, why not? The card is bloody hard to deal with.
What do they think? Or have they even play any real bridge?
Not really.
You're just crapping out straight feelings and then just getting back. I mean, you could argue, why not just simply use my stem? Why not just simply revolve my gameplay around straight out as many straight feelings as possible, and then try to blow my opponent when I'm at level 2.
That's kind of dicey. That's kind of dicey at best, dude.
Right, you're not like Nishikasaki who could afford to do that.
Right. I feel that honestly, I have this slight theory, man, and I'm not sure if you disagree. I'm not sure if you agree or disagree with this one, but a lot of people try to transplant ideas from other sets on ideas from that worked in other sets onto into the latest thing, and I'm going.
I have seen this quite a lot, actually.
I'm going, no, that theory worked in that particular set because of the particular tools. You don't have identical tools.
Right, like the thing is, with Twin Drive, I'm giving extra chance of seeing standby clears, so you will have the advantage enough to afford doing things like Ayumu restands or setting a burn the 3 right then, right there.
It's burn the 2, man.
Or burn the 2 is I forget what it is sometimes. I haven't played the deck for a while.
But at the same time, I look at it and go, so they're trying to transplant the same thing onto Nino. And hell, even in Niji, a lot of players play Welcome to the Ryugu Castle. That's their bridge.
Right, only I'm one of a few madmen who are willing to like do something a little different. I mean, even so, I still play Welcome to Ryugu Castle.
Dude, Ryugu Castle is, again, it's the safe option.
Well, it's more why would you not? It's the real question.
Well, again, Emma's not bad.
Emma's not bad, but you're not really playing enough blue to make her work in a standby. I mean, you might be, but Emma doesn't really help that strategy all that much.
And she's good that barely does anything either.
Right. Well, I mean, Shizuku's not bad, but one, you definitely are not playing enough yellow to make her work. And because you're only yellow. Well, okay. In some builds, you might be playing enough yellow, but
fair enough.
But the problem is more of, was she really? Well, she's pretty. I mean, I may try out again just simply because of the bulk, if anything, on top of this one-turn soul reduction.
Fair enough. She's an 11k always, basically, so.
Right. And I am playing enough yellow cards to make her work.
Like I said, it's not terrible, but at the same time...
And no one's really playing Blink, let's be honest here.
If they are, what are they playing Kenai Cup?
Basically.
Like I said, Welcome to the Ryugu Castle is literally the safest option.
Right.
Again...
And she is a hangout lane, whereas Shizuku is not.
Santa outfit, I think the main reason why people don't play Santa outfits is because they don't literally want to commit to Nino waifu.
Oh, they're trying to play like a Nino shell with some other cards.
And I'm going, fuck it. Just do 100% Nino at that point. 100% Nino. I've actually drafted out the list. I'm going, this sounds actually pretty good.
So you're saying a lot of people are trying to keep Nino more like, she makes a shell but does not make a deck.
Right. Even though she is more than capable of making a deck alone.
I see. Okay, go explain it then.
Because,
Yeah, now that you're telling me that they're just making it more of a Nino shell, okay, that makes more sense now.
Again, man, I'm not sure if you agree with me or disagree with me on that theory. It's more of just...
I definitely do agree because I have seen people trying to play decks like other things that I know they've played in the past.
Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense to me because, again, this game's profiles... while Bushiroad's been doing better with it, are still very similar. Are still way too similar. Like, don't you guys get bored or something?
Yeah, I kind of do wonder, like, how many people, like, feel okay with playing, like, the latest version of, like, how many people, I'm starting wondering, like, ever since Standby came out, like, how many people are out there have already played, like, every single Standby list possible at this point? And I probably go like, damn, you like Standby that much?
I'm going, damn, don't you guys get bored? It's more of, and I'm a player who only cares about sweating.
Right, so if for some reason, like, every BGIF is standby, Gavin will play a standby deck.
But at the same time, I don't want to feel like I'm forced to.
I totally get it. Like, I would argue if that thing comes, Gavin has to be like, wait, how do I beat all these standby decks?
At that point, yeah, I'm just going to switch to how do I beat them instead. Or, looks on tcgplayer.com. Loads up cart with Karn Liberateds.
I don't know if I would
This
go
man
that. I don't
knows.
know if I would go that far, Gavin.
Well.
I don't think you hate. I don't think you hate standby that much.
No, I don't actually. I've actually grown accustomed and like standby nowadays. But at the same time, man, I don't want to play like 50 standby decks. Come on, that gets boring quick. It gets boring quick, man. And man, if you look through my dice at the moment, you know, hey, look, there's an actual variety of decks.
Oh, true.
So at the same time, you know what? I'm the competitive player that loves his variety. Variety is the spice of life, man.
Gavin would prefer not to have to eat like the same 2 meals a day.
And man, unlike some college students, I did not live on the goddamn ramen diet.
Okay, I'm pretty sure a lot of that is just simply a damn meme, and it's not true whatsoever.
Okay, I hope that's a goddamn meme.
Because it is actually very, very detrimental to one's health to actually eat ramen daily.
Did you ever see that documentary of that Taiwanese kid who lived on the ramen diet for like a month?
Oh, I did.
Lord, I felt bad for him.
I mean, I don't blame you because, holy shit.
It's like, oh, poor guy.
Right?
But anyways, before we get super off track, a field trip here. Pharrell?
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's more of the Neo really neat. I could see like this could be a different character, and I think it would have been much better appreciated over there. It's like
Ichika?
No, Gavin. Literally anyone else, I think, except maybe Ichiki.
Yeah, I was about to say Yosuba.
Yeah, Yosuba could definitely use this. Miku even.
Oh Lord, Miku needs all the help she can get.
They really do. Love Runaway Train. Oh yeah, for those who are wondering, this is actually more of a it's actually more of a theoretical. It's a metaphysical thing of, I think it was either Ichiki or Ichika imagining like they're realizing that Nino has the hearts for Futuro, and they're both realizing, and then they're just going like, gosh darn, Nino is at this point she is a love runaway train.
Okay, yeah, it's both of them in the hot springs.
Yeah, and they're both discussing Nino's recent behavior around Futuro. You're like, huh, isn't she being awfully nice around him?
I thought she hated his ass.
Right, they're like, okay, no, that can only mean one thing.
Oh, fuck.
Right.
They're both like, oh, fuck.
Like, at this rate, Nino's way too passionate.
She's gonna run away with this.
Right.
And both of them are like, hell no. Oh, hell no. But really, I just thought the Pharrell in this one meant it. Like, again, this combo was decent on Yo, but we didn't have much of a choice back then.
Right, and you could argue on Chloe and Ilya if you really want to play standby Ilya for some reason.
At that point, fuck it, kaleidoscope.
True.
Hey man, that deck is not a meme anymore. That deck is not.
That guy's not much of a meme anymore. You're right.
Hey man, you want to die to kaleidoscope? Two. What are you at, man? 2-3. Oh, you're dead.
They make a big TV. Why? So we can watch Nino falling over Futuro in HD.
Man, you're quoting this?
I'm
Jesus.
quoting it. I'm just going like I might keep believing it, but I'm like, no, this is not the right event to make for Nino.
Fair enough. Hey man, it's because her deck is that stacked.
Her deck is way too stacked.
Okay, fair. Okay, next. One away present, Nino. 002K. Hey, look, it's a scry, guys. And it's a drop salvage.
Oh, okay.
Scrying drop salvages. I like that actually.
That's pretty neat. Overall, that's a solid playable from me, Chief.
Again, man, lore-wise. Lore-wise, well, it's the classroom, it's the hallway scene, and they were trying to decide what to give your boy for his birthday.
Right, Fulcar's birthday was coming up at this time.
It's the birthday arc.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I would call that an arc. I guess it kind of was an arc because it was like we're seeing like
He considers it an arc.
True, and we're seeing scenes of Fulcar like overworking the fuck out of himself.
But at the same time, though, in animation, it's like 10 minutes. That's because it was literally a chapter.
Right.
So, again, they can't really do much, even though Negi's like, guys, it is tend to be an arc. I'm going, that far, Negi, Faro, come on, man.
Imagine.
Imagine. But again, dude, we have to call it an arc because the author himself said it was.
So it seems.
But at the same time, hey, look, Scry is actually back on blue cards, where it fucking belongs.
Or more of, we're finally seeing Scry again, period. My gosh.
Right.
Sometimes I go like, where's the Scry?
Is it literally, has literally Bushiroad replaced Surveil with Scry, or Scry with Surveils?
Well, that's why I was getting worried about it, because I'm seeing blue cards with Surveil, I'm like, where does Scry go?
Where's our color pie, Bushy?
Gosh darn it. I don't want to live in this Phyrexian reality.
Again, man, the Phyrexians have already won.
I won't go that far. Until Bushiroad actually says there's a full colorless deck, like, I'll tell you, like, a la Eldrazi card liberated style, Gavin.
Oh, Lord.
It's not truly the Phyrexians have won.
True. Well, again...
Or
again,
heaven
man.
forbid, we actually, like, have freaking, what's like affinity that involved artifacts?
Yeah?
Yeah, or we don't have any affinity bullshit running around.
Oh Lord, Pulse no? Pulse no. Then it really is modern with anime girls.
Fuck. But I don't think Bushiroad's gonna implement either or.
Hey Bushy, can we get an affinity, please?
Gavin, I'm gonna fucking come over here and slap you over the head.
Oh, come on, man!
That far you want affinity and Weiss Schwarz?
Why not? And man, waifu decks already do affinity.
Not in the same way.
Not in the same way, but at the same time, it's design space they could explore.
No, Gavin. First I make events that actually stay on the fucking board. Then we can talk about fucking affinity.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Enchantments when, Bushy?
Yeah, exactly. Make enchantments and so on. Then we talk about fucking affinity.
Enchantments?
Hey, to be fair, Gavin, they already make them in Vanguard.
Oh Lord.
We have these things called site orders.
Oh Lord. They're enchantments, aren't they?
Effectively, yes.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Again. One of the decks in Slayer is literally built. No, two of the decks in Standard Vanguard right now are built around enchantments.
Oh no. Oh no. Where's our naturalize?
No?
What? What do you know?
There is no naturalize.
Oh fuck.
They're there forever.
Oh no. Anyways, runaway present here. You know what? I love this card. Playable it is. I run it as a one-of, actually, and you know what? Drop salvages are useful. Alright, next.
Yep. Rapid approach Nino Nakano. Level 2 1 cost 1500 power. So this is a 2500 backup. We can also pay 1 to grab this back after using it.
Why?
I mean, people play that goblin thing in Slime, right?
As a meme?
Is it a meme though?
Yeah, most people actually play the orc that's a field counter instead.
Excuse me then.
Most people play that orc field counter instead, but at the same time, again, I did actually see Gobta in a few lists, actually. The problem is that Nino has better counters. Again, dude, just play the 3500.
Yeah, this is getting a for real from me.
Like, for real, Bushy? Come on, man.
I'm kind of looking like going like, did Busher forget about their own card pool that they make up for some of these characters?
Again, man.
Or do we have to go over the theory of 3 different development teams
Three different development teams.
who apparently don't like to share information with each other?
Again, does Bushiroad literally send everything over physical telegram or something?
I'm pretty sure R&D works in the same fucking office.
Again, man. There's no excuse for them not to talk then.
I kind of wonder what's going on nowadays.
Like I said, man. Development for Weiss Schwarz.
Big question marks.
Big gigantic. I would love. Again, they're more secret. They're more secretive than the CIA.
Oh lord. Or even the freaking KGB.
Yep, or even the KGB, man.
Or the MI6.
Or MI6, yep, I was about to say.
Or even freaking Mossad.
God damn it. Or the JSDF.
Oh no. Oh, okay, to be fair, the JSDF is actually not that secretive.
Again, man, when your self-defense force is less secretive than your R&D, than a card game's R&D department, we have issues.
Or the freaking 603 office in China. But before that guy got deposed.
Oh lord.
Okay, that's enough about secret government agencies before we actually go on someone's hit list.
Alright, next. Accidental Encounter, Miku. It's a 2-1-2-5. It's a 3k counter. Hey look, it's one of those exile encounters.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is a card I can get behind.
Yeah, someone just gotta permanently remove something.
Okay, sure, we exile it, but at the same time, we didn't care. I almost ran this in Itsuki.
Okay, you actually remember, like, Itsuki's one of those weird cards where, like, yes, you do want to, like, be defensive, but you also don't want to, like, have your opponent without anything in the front row.
Like, I don't want to exile. I don't want to exile that creature. I need it alive.
Yeah, you need it to actually remain there, so it's a little conflicting.
It's one of those things I'm going, well, at 1, yeah, I want to be defensive as all hell. But 2?
2, you're just kind of like, I gotta be a little careful. How do I make my opponent actually win my board?
Either... I mean, New Year Itsuki?
Okay, New Year Itsuki says, oh, you want to actually be cheeky? No.
How about no? It's like, you can either choose to time walk that slot if you'd like, and I'm fine with that too, or you can give me a target.
Well, no. Well, it doesn't matter if they time walk because it's already, remember, Itsuki chooses like attack phase, so they've already committed the card on that.
I'm saying you could either time walk that slot by placing nothing there.
Well, Itsuki gets to choose any character though.
True, so that means I have to time walk all 3 slots.
Right, which is why I'm kind of like, I don't think. Yeah, I'm just like, you're not time walking just one slot if they do that.
True, they have to time walk all 3 slots, which
which is very fatal in this fast era of Weiss Schwarz, by the way, people.
In this era of Weiss Schwarz, you might as well sign the match slip.
Like this ain't 2011, where that was actually okay.
But you could afford to time walk that late in the game, man?
F4! I've seen it happen.
Boy, tell them to go into the time machine and watch 10 years later.
The fucking time machine 10 years later.
They'd be like, what is this game? This is not Weiss Schwarz.
Wait. This is more like that Magic the Gathering modern I hear people talking about.
Who are these creatures?
FR for a lot of them.
Who are these creatures?
Well, because a lot of them will be from franchises that weren't even a thing in 2011, right?
Oh yeah, true. They'd be like,
go, actually be literally, who are these creatures?
Who are these creatures?
Well, when was Quintessential Quintuplets first serialized?
Like 2017, I want to say? 2017, 2018.
Okay, yeah. They definitely won't recognize any of the they if they're lucky, they may recognize Music of Life, but if they're even could even be seeing that around,
F4 man, where are you playing? Can I come?
and there's no way in heck they're going to recognize Sunshine, Nijigasaki, or Superstar. Bang Dream Kek W, SAO Kek W, Sinful Gear, nope, that's 2 years after them. Yeah, what is something that is still played? I mean, maybe the couple?
Yeah, but they won't recognize any of the circus cards.
Well, they'll recognize the characters on them. Well, okay, they won't recognize the couple 4. I don't think they'll recognize the Segno. When did the couple 3 release?
Like 2014?
Okay, so they'll only recognize anyone that's in the couple 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, wait, 2011 is before newspaper? Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, because 2012 was newspaper. Okay then.
Literally, Kaguya-sama? No?
Yeah, I'm kind of like, what? Yeah, so they won't recognize a lot. FR.
They won't recognize so many. They won't recognize so many things, and I'm just going, well.
Let alone the actual like how cars are actually used nowadays. They'll be like, someone goes to level 3 again dead. What? What do you mean level? What do you mean go to level 3 again dead?
What's an early play? They won't recognize early plays.
They might recognize. There were some early plays in that era, but there were like 6 or more Quiet Masters in waiting room.
FR, that's unplayable garbage, man.
Or maybe your opponent has 5 or more in their waiting room.
No.
I'm trying, man.
Takane of the ancient capital.
Yeah, that's a thing.
They'd be like, "Where's Takane?"
Yeah, where's Takane? Isn't she still good?
No, Takane is ancient trash.
What do you mean she trash?
She's terrible, man.
But show me a better card than Takane, you fuck.
Sure, here you go.
Quintessential Quintuplets each got knockout. The fuck is this?
Oh, Ichika's not even though that great. Ichika's good, but she's not that great.
What would you even show me then?
I would show you. Well, let's see here. I would show you Ichika. Let's see here. Well, let's see here. Actually, no. Just going even off my own personal. Just even going off my own personals.
You gonna show me Welcome to Ryugu Castle, I'm Yashita?
Yeah, sure. Welcome to Ryugu Castle. Halloween Night Tino.
Dumb. Got him.
Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Let's see here.
Wait, this card was not even a penalty for playing it early?
No. Or hell, I'd even show you Black Cloth Spirit.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
Alarm still exists in this game.
Yes, it does 10 years later.
No, they will not know the Dark Age that was the disappearance of Alarm.
What?
There was that time, you remember, there was that time where like Alarm was like not even a thing.
Yeah, true.
You were there.
And then Himari.
Or Benjamin in general.
Yeah, well, again, dude, most people would just say Himari.
There are other Alarm cards that matter, dude.
True. But I could just imagine the 2011 player just being like, "What is this game?"
Go back to Yu-Gi-Oh now. Again, you showed them more Yu-Gi-Oh. Forget I said that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man. Hell,
No. Really quick off topic. So, I read a poll earlier today in a Vanguard community about like, if there's a game that what would be a game that you think Vanguard could best learn from, right?
Right.
And a lot of people are voting for the OCG of Yu-Gi-Oh. I separate OCG and TCG because, let's be fair, they're 2 different games.
And man, not according to the marketing department.
Not quite sure marketing department, but FR, one says Maxi's A-OK, one says no?
And guess what? The one that they should the one that most people think they should learn from is saying Maxi is A-OK.
Which I'm going like, oh, I'm concerned. No, it gets me more concerning. When they say like, when they say none. I mean, actually it says none. Cardfight Vanguard is a game that all other computer programs should learn from.
Far.
And I'm going like, the fact that people are even voting for this is actually concerning.
Where's Magic in this?
I think Magic is like third place to both of those.
Again,
no. In the comments, someone saying, okay, Magic's like, they've done their best to be like transparent about a lot of things, right? But again, people coming in the comments are going like, true, Magic's being transparent, but they also say it's up their asses, especially in more recent times.
Still, I'd rather have the transparency than literal Weiss Schwarz.
But anyway, back to SEO Encounter Miku here.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty good card overall. Give it the solid playable.
Yep.
Okay, moving along. Part-time job interview Miku Nakano 00500. On play, choose one of your other quintuplet characters and gets power plus 1000 until end of turn, and choose a level 0 bottom deck bomb.
No.
Let's say about what other frontliners that Miku has access to. So she has the on-deaf Krista.
Actually, I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna take a look right now. Yeah, she has that on deaf Krista. She has a card we'll be talking about momentarily.
Yeah, she does have that one.
She has the drop search.
That 3K drop search pretty good.
She also has her own climax swapper from green.
This is correct.
So yeah, dude, Miku has a decent amount of frontliners.
Okay, so this is one of those. Why even?
For real?
Yeah, this is a for real. But in terms of lore, so both she and Nino try and get a part-time job at the bakery where Futuro works.
For obvious reasons. And funny thing is that Miku actually tries to learn how to bake cookies. Earlier on.
Yeah, she was actually having Nino teach her.
From Valentine's Day.
Right.
It was a touching moment. I was like, "Oh."
Oh, sister! It was a very good thing because it was after like they had like their big clash and everything during the 7 Goodbyes arc too.
So uncharacteristic of them.
Right, they like if anyone didn't get along, it was those two.
I would argue it's Itsuki and Nino. But at the same time,
Itsuki and Nino was more of end of season 1, beginning of season 2, right?
Fair enough. But that's the whole thing that sparked the 7 Goodbyes arc.
Right. But in general, it's typically Miku and Nino who don't get along.
True.
Well, alright, moving on.
It's... Alrighty then. New Year, Miku, 001K. If there's a marker underneath her, she gains 2K in the following 2 abilities. The card in front of this cannot move. And at the beginning of your opponent's attack step, if there's a card in front of this, you may move this to an empty slot in your front row. And ETB, gain marker if it's a guy or an event.
Must be a Miku guy.
Oh, excuse me. Miku or event, excuse me.
Alright, you actually make sure that it's still incentivizing you to play all Miku, and this does a pretty decent job of it.
I love this card actually.
Right, you get a marker, this is a 3K that's like anti-runner and conditional runner, so that's actually pretty good.
Again, man, it's bulky. There's no real downside.
Okay, sure, the downside is playing Miku.
Okay, fair enough. That is the downside. At the same time, if you are willing to make them play Miku, she has no downside.
True. So overall, I'll get credit where credit's due. Playable.
I'll be spicier. Let's fucking go, boys. Come on.
You'll raise me. Fair enough.
I was like, oh, hell no. Let's raise him. Raise it here
Okay,
because
fair enough, dude. Alright, moving on. We are taking a break on the sofa, Miku Nakano 001500. She is a global 500, and when you play an event, you may put her into your stock.
it's cool, I guess.
It's an interesting pivot, I suppose.
But at the same time, Miku already has a pretty full back row.
Right, one of them's probably your brainstorm.
Most likely the Miku in a kimono.
Right.
And then the other one is probably going to be
Well,
the one level support.
The one level support, which may get replaced at a later point by your in special training Miku Nakano.
Right. That depends if you're even playing that package anymore. But like this can work up until that point. The problem is that Miku's events don't cost stock except Secret Confession.
Right, and
But
Miku's gameplay in general doesn't cost a lot of stock. So this card really makes me go, was this really meant for Miku?
and I'm thinking no, because well, she's the only one who actually plays events in general. The other five are like, well, yes, theoretically, you could use this to pay for the stock, the stock that you spent on other events. Sure,
I mean,
cast another
you could
event.
argue Yoshima will play her easy salvage event.
That's also free, man.
That's also free. Um,
Maybe the ribbon from set one if you're desperate.
yeah. Well,
But
what's that trial deck card actually?
yeah, the trial deck card. Again, dude, I tend to lump trial decks and booster packs together.
Yeah.
I tend to lump them together. But again, from set one, you do have the ribbon event. Like a certain female associate of ours still plays that card. I don't know why, but well, no,
I mean,
much each,
it could possibly plus you, right? What's the idea?
it could potentially a +2.
Right.
You know, okay,
Yeah.
let's see
This
here.
card's definitely a little weird to say the least.
Let's see here. Loves Runaway Train, but you would not play it in that deck because Nino does not care.
Right.
If,
So
if,
yeah, I'm getting it for real here.
yeah, slap the furrow here.
I can't with this card.
I'm grasping for straws here, man.
Right. It's not outright bad, but it's kind of like this might be in the wrong product. Like,
Hey, damn! Became a god could have heavily used this.
right? Like you kind of see like they're making cards that are like if this was in another title, it would be pretty good, or at least worth consider using. But here's like, you don't belong here? Question mark. Right? Like, do you get that feeling for some of these cards?
Yeah, I was just like, wait, what the?
Are you sure? Are you sure this is not meant for that other title from this other time?
Yeah, I could have sworn, man. But this, I'm going, dude. All this card does for Miku is saying, please swap me.
Exactly, which is, oh, but hey, this is a scene where they're arguing about freaking key.
I love that scene. I fucking love that scene.
That's Gary and I talk about this scene, and we end up, well, he much to his dismay, he realizes that he has more in common with Nino in that scene.
God damn it. Motherfucking hell.
I didn't say you like your tea with sugar. That's on you.
Motherfucking hell.
Anyway.
Alright, next. Cheering from the shadows, Nino, 1035. This card attacks, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a guy or an event, choose one of your guys and give them the recave till end of turn.
Okay, so I mean it's at least somewhat flavorful. I'll give it that credit.
I'll give it that credit. This is the scene where she's trying to help Miku out.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm trying to think about the set in context. I'm going, overall, this set doesn't really care about the 3K pump.
Like, I'm starting to get like that same vibe from Taking a Break on the Sofa, where like if this was a different title, I could see it.
But here,
Here, I'm kind of like, who really needed something like this?
you don't care about this.
Okay, again, I have no choice. FR it is.
Do I really want to stop the furrow here? Yeah, I gotta stop the furrow here. Like, sometimes Bushiroad makes 0 sense, man.
For sure, for sure. Oh, baby,
All right.
I get to read the thing that the last thing that connects this and the first set. Let's go. Thanks to buy Nino Nakano. Level 3, 2 cost 10,000 power. On play, you may pay one. If you do, choose one delicate and straight Nino Nakano. Choose the double R plus Nino from set 1 in your waiting room and play onto any spot on the stage. On the climax combo, when lying to protect, the patch trigger from set 1 that went with the same double R plus is put in your climax area. If she's in your front row and you have 5 or fewer cards in your hand, choose one of your delicate and straight Nino Nakano and she gets the following ability until end of turn. Auto this ability activates up to once per turn. When her damage is cancelled, you may deal that same amount of damage to your opponent. And for those who do not remember, that set 1 card was let me check if I remember it correctly.
It's a restand.
It's a restand and
It's power smile style restand that allows you to ditch a card every time she attacks, a red or blue card to heal.
right. I was about to say all that. Right. So okay. As we see her, we see that it's Nino before she got her haircut.
I was, pre card, I think like 52 being revealed. I thought this was going to be the game plan for Nino. I honestly thought so.
You were a little concerned.
I was like, oh,
I was like, damn, it's gonna be standbying 2 pants like it was in the past.
Oh, that's gonna be again. The audience knows that I was dreading having to play Nino. I was dreading it.
And having 3 instances of damage on a Nino card, not too shabby.
Again, man, it could be potentially 5.
Oh, no, it can't be 5.
Oh, it can't be 5. Oh, right. It's every time it is canceled. She actually has to get canceled here.
Well, it's more of she can only get 1 cancel burn.
She can only get 1 cancel burn. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's 3.
So the ideal board would be 1 things to buy and two delicate and straights.
So total, you would have 6 instances, up to 6 instances of damage.
7.
This only chooses 1 of the restanders.
Oh, damn it! So it'd be 6. Fuck.
Yeah, so they make sure not to make it absurd. Well, again, when the thing can literally summon the double R plus from your waiting room.
True, at a discount too.
Right. So, and the fact that this climax combo is fucking free. And and to be what, to Nino's credit, because of how absurdly expensive it was for the restand, if I'm not mistaken.
2 and 2. It's literally the same as Shinon from 10th Annie.
Okay, so a little expensive. So it was pretty deserved, I would say.
How should I say this? The reason why that restand felt so underwhelming in set 1 is because, well, it was so expensive for what it was. Like, it's just a restand.
Right. Like okay, and on top of that, to get her full benefit, you have to discard even more cards to pop off the heals.
So, if my opponent doesn't die, my hand's gone.
Right. At least now that things to buy Nino not only brings out a copy of her from your waiting room, but also lets you give one of these Ninos an extra possible chance to do damage. That's a pretty nice touch.
Right, that feels so much better than just, well, shitting out paying up the 6 stock for 3 of them, and then you have to worry about paying an additional 6 after. Sure, it's after each one attacks you have to pay cost, but at the same time that's still 9 stock, and your entire hand is now depleted. And she doesn't give you any ETB ability. She only gives you that double heal.
Right. No. which does allow like the design of things to buy the first ability to actually work here.
Right.
Yeah, have heaven forbid that the card actually had a real ETB ability.
That feels so bad summoning her from grave.
Right, but at least they're like, hey, we realize, at least here Busho was actually thinking. I actually like, I don't know if you felt this way as I did, Gavin, but I felt like, even though maybe even if these set one game plans may not be the best game plan for their respective characters, at least it was clear that Bushiroad put some thought into making these cards that reference them.
I will say this. They tried with the ones they actually, meant to help out. Because not every set one combo got help.
Right. I mean, that's what I mean, right? The Yosiba card was the Yosiba card, this Neo card. You could even are going as far as to argue the one that helped the Lolofin Ichika from set one.
Yeah, fair enough, but
That was definitely the worst example in my opinion.
I'm still bitter, god damn it. Still bitter.
So you're like, after you couldn't reference the other, you could not reference the double R plus Ichika.
No? That's not what I'm bitter about. You know what I'm bitter about.
Oh, supporting Yuka to look Ichiki.
So come on, man.
And before people just blame Yumin for that.
At the same time, yeah, you can't blame Yumin for that, man. You can't blame him.
It's a joke, dude.
I know, but at the same time, that would be kind of hilarious if there was some truth to that, actually.
It will be. Chances are it's definitely not the truth, but
No, not even close. Bushiroad Corporate probably does not care what Yumin won with.
True.
But regardless, though, things to buy Nino. Okay. I just wish that they designed a card that helped out all of them.
Right, that was weird that only 3 of the 5 got help in any way when it came to their set 1 cards.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely a little weird, it felt kind of strange, didn't it? Read through both cards that are trying to meld possibly new identities into these girls, but also for some of them they get extra special treatment for hey, remember these old cards you may want to consider replaying.
I think they looked from internal data
of what actually won and didn't win in Quintuplet Cup, probably. That's what that'd be what I would think.
And they chose to help out to support the ones that didn't
they do too hot.
Right, they thought were underperforming.
Even though we thought Nino was probably one of the better ones, even with that one. Come on, she has a good early play and awesome Mark II, and I guess her overall gameplay was pretty bleh.
But again, her combos were ugh.
Yeah, her combos were and Yosiba, we say more.
Come on, man.
And Ichika alone was struggle bus.
Her top end was good.
Her top end was good. She had the clean cut.
She had the clean cut, so yeah.
But in between that, question marks.
Miku. Ugh. Actually, I'm surprised. Actually, no. According to again, Bushiroad's data probably said, "Oh, Miku was performing amazingly. She doesn't need help."
Yeah, that's probably what happened, I would say.
And then you got to look Itsuki. Really, guys? Really?
Apparently people are doing well with Itsuki and Quintuplet Cup.
God damn it! They need to expand their data past that Quintuplet Cup.
I mean, I mean, again, people, this is all speculation. We can't say for certainty with what they really did because, again, Bushiroad refuses to be transparent about a lot of these decisions when it comes to what cards they make for which titles.
I feel like they have I feel like they're not transparent at all.
The only time their only transparent period is whenever they send out the restriction list updates because at least in there go say, oh, we noticed blah 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 blah, and in order to curb this, we will blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Those are like the only real times I see Bruce will be transparent when it comes to Weiss Schwarz.
I was about to say, man, they're like not transparent about shit.
No, they're transparent only about their restriction list decisions.
Like it just sounds like again, man.
No, you could argue that some of the way that they write the language in those documents are also not the best way to convey why they did something. I would argue it's more a Vanguard problem and less a Weiss problem.
I was about to say, man, I generally support, flowery corporate language. And and those paragraphs are definitely not written in a corporate language.
Right.
Like FR either write it in a way that TCG players can understand, or at least write it in the way that, at least write it in using corporate jargon. Just use the corporate jargon.
I think a problem is if you have people who write primarily in corporate jargon trying to write documents for a game.
Then write it in literal corporate jargon and have other people translate.
I don't know what's really going on here, but anyway, reading this card.
Playable.
Yeah, I like the new life that this card breathed into that combo. Also, that combo was just like such a pivotal moment in season 1. Let me just.
It was.
It made me like yes, Nino seemed like a really big asshole prior to that scene to like everybody around her, but this happens and it's kind of like, whoa, what? You would go out of your way to do that?
Well,
like, okay, I guess you're not a bad person after all. And nope, turns out she wasn't.
No. That's one of the few times I'm going, okay, she's not a complete bitch.
Right. Like yes, she's still tsundere, but I would argue season 2 made her hella less tsundere. It kind of, I feel like when she cut her hair, she lost a lot of her tsundere-ness.
Still.
Are you going to say those? Are you going to say the line again?
No. I won't say it. Oh, trust me. I'm reserving my hatred and anger for Hololive.
For Hololive, yes. So anyway, that's going to do it for us here tonight. But before we do that, overall, you had to go with our little concluding thoughts here, right? So, Blue, well, Miku got some of the help she desperately needed, though I think ultimately Miku's still going to be mainly a fun deck / quintuplet cup deck.
Fair enough.
Nino's blue cards, yes, maybe a tiny number of them help. And hey, reviving new life into her restand from set 1, pretty neat.
That no one's actually gonna fucking play. Let's be honest here.
15 players, let's go.
Okay, fair enough, but at the same time, man.
I'm pretty sure those 15 players were very excited and saw this.
Okay, fair enough, but at the same time,
even though I don't play Quintuplets, I'm like, hey, this seems pretty neat.
Amen, it's not too late.
Stop this. I will. Anyway, that all said, overall, Quintessential Quintuplets double integral, they really consolidated this idea of build around a girl and you will be rewarded. Be loyal, basically.
Amen. Can she come back to the S tier?
Well, let's see what happens as we actually get some action from people playing this deck, right? But okay, that will being said, I think that's going to do it for us here tonight. So if you like what you saw, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, share the video out, ring that notification bell because
these all help the YouTube algorithm. Also, we have Patreon and Coffee. Thanks to our patron Jake, who's at the Pupper tier. thanks to patrons like him, we can continue making these videos for you guys. Any and all contributions will help us make more content in the future. And this is Doggo Card Reviews signing out.
Good night. Bye bye.